Hello, welcome to Chemistry Class Note. My name is Philip. Still on the past questions, last year's questions for jamb revision for chemistry. So this is the second part of the video. So the first video we did from 1 to 20. So this video we're going to be doing from 21 to 40. Alright, the number 21 question. Crude petroleum is converted to useful products by the process of fractional crystallization, fractional distillation, filtration, and chromatography. From separation techniques, the method that is adopted in separating petroleum into its useful products is fractional distillation. So your answer is B. So, number 22. The pollutant usually present in a city which generates its electricity from coal. So the option is fog, carbon dioxide, smog, sulfur, oxide. So your answer is sulfur oxide. It's one of the major pollutants that is generated when coal is, being used to produce electricity. So your answer is D, sulfur oxide. 23. In order to electroplate spoon with silver, the arrangement of the electrolyte is the arrangement of the electrolytic cell is, we have A, the anode is silver rod and the cathode is spoon. B, the anode is the spoon and cathode is the silver rod. C, electrolyte is silver nitrate solution and the cathode is silver rod. D, electrolyte is silver nitrate solution and the anode is spoon. So in electroplating, you should know that the electroplating material is the anode, while the substance or the object to be electroplated is the cathode. So that when current is run through it, the anode dissociates and it gets to be deposited on the cathode. So in this case, from this analogy now, you should know that your anode will be the silver rod, while the cathode will be the spoon. So that when current is run through it, the silver dissociates and it gets to be deposited on the spoon. By so doing, you have electroplated the spoon. So your answer is A. So number 24, in which of the following will hydrogen form ionic compound? We have HCl, sodium, hydrogen chloride, sodium hydride, we have ammonia, and we have methane. So without wasting much time, your answer is B, sodium hydride. So number 25, you are given this reaction, and it said from the equation above, calculate the volume of unreacted oxygen gas if a mixture of 50 cm³ of hydrogen and 75 cm³ of oxygen are sparked. Alright, for this Avogadro's equation or question, the first thing you have to do is to balance the equation. Once you don't balance the equation, your answer will be wrong. So first of all, balance this equation. So I asked him to put 2 at the front of hydrogen to balance the equation. So it's balanced now. I just put 2 here, so everything will be balanced. This 4, 4, 2, 2. So in the question, it said 50 cm³ of hydrogen sparked with 75 cm³ of oxygen. So what we do is, since you look at the mole ratio, the mole ratio here is 2 to 1. So the way you go about this is that, since we know the one that was given in the equation is 75 Cl, cellular cube, and we're giving 50 of hydrogen. Half of this 50 now, when I say half, I mean 1 over 2. If 3 was there, it will be 1 over 3 of 50. That means 1 over 2 times 50. If 3 that was here, it will be 1 over 3 times 50. So half of 50 is 25. So that 25 is the amount of oxygen that reacted with this. So I'll just say 50 times 1 over 2. Of course, that is 25. So this 25 is the amount of oxygen that reacted with this hydrogen. So in order to get the amount of unreacted oxygen, we have to subtract this from the one that was given. So you said unreacted O2 is equals to 75, the one that was given, minus 25. That one you get 50 cm cube. So your answer is B. 26. The reaction below represents neutralization reaction. Which of them is the value of theta H highest? Of course, theta H, that is the enthalpy. So in this kind of equation, you have to look for the one whereby the reaction is between strong acid and strong base, because it is that reaction that will give you the highest value of theta H. So you look for the equation that has a strong acid reacting with a strong base, because there is complete dissociation, and that will make the value of theta H to be the highest. So from here, this is a weak acid, strong base. This is a weak acid, strong base. Of course, this is strong acid, this is strong base. Strong base, strong acid, then this is a weak acid, strong base. So your answer is C. The reaction between a strong base and a strong acid. That will give the highest value of theta H. So we use the formula V1 over T1 equals to V2 over T2. So from your question, you can see that the V1, this is V1, 29.5. T1 will be 0 degrees Celsius. Of course, we convert to Kelvin by adding 273. So that's 273 K. So V2, you're looking for V2, we don't know V2. Then T2 is 15 degrees Celsius. Of course, you have to convert to Kelvin. So at the end of the day, we'll get 288. So we'll put them into this equation so that we can calculate for V2. So V1 is 29.5 over T1, 273. V2 over T2, 288. So when you cross multiply, that's 288 times 29.5 over 273. When you do everything, you should get 31.12 Tm. So your answer here would be D. 28. The dehydration of this butanol or but1-ol, we have this, and this. Right? So we are supposed to get when you dehydrate this compound, so you are supposed to get an alkene. That's what we'll get. So without wasting much time, normally there are two products that will be formed But in this case, a major product that will be formed is this guy, right? This boot 2 in is either it forms boot 1 in or boot 2 in. It's formed both of them, but it's just that the major product that that will be formed when this compound boot 1 or butanol undergoes dehydration is going to form butan 2 or boot 2 in, sorry, boot 2 in. When dehydrate butanol or boot 1 or, the major product that will be formed is boot 2 in. Which of the following best represents solid gas mixture? We have milk, kerosene, soil, smoke. Solid gas mixture. So your answer will be D. Smoke. Smoke is a mixture of small particulates, in air. So it's a perfect example of a solid gas mixture. So number 30, how many bonding pairs are present in carbon 4 oxide? So this kind of question, your answer is C, 2 bonding pairs. 1, 2. 1. The question above illustrates we have hydrolysis, precipitation, hydration, neutralization. So your answer for this kind of question is neutralization reaction. This is an ionic form. So your answer is D, neutralization reaction. When heat is absorbed during a chemical reaction, it's said to be dash thermodynamic, exothermic, isothermal, endothermic. So your answer is endothermic reaction. These are reactions in which it is absorbed from the environment, while the opposite is exothermic, which is when it is liberated, we call it exothermic. But when it's absorbed, it is called endothermic. So this is a repeated question. We've done it before. So the answer was C. 24. 2-methyl-prop 1-ene is a structural isomer of. First of all, let's draw the structure of 2-methyl-prop 1-ene. Prop is 3. 1, 2, 3. 2-methyl-prop 1-ene. So you have H, 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 H. So this is 2-methyl-prop 1-ene. So your answer, they are saying structural isomer. Isomers, they have the same molecular formula, but different molecular structure. So in this case, your answer has to have the same molecular formula, right? But the structure will be different. So your answer is actually D, both 2-ene. Your answer is both 2-ene. Let's look at both 2-ene. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is both 2-ene. So I want to count the number of carbon and the number of hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 hydrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 carbon. So this is butene, this is formula for butene. Let's come here. Let's count the same number of carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's count the hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is C4H8. C4H8, C4H8. They have the same molecular formula, but different molecular or structural formula. So they are isomers. So your answer is D, both 2-ene. In the extraction of iron, hot air is introduced into the blast furnace through we have valves, open hearts, arcs, 2 years. The answer is 2 years. So that's 35. 36. Alkanes are used mainly in textile industries, in hydrogenation of oil, as domestic and industrial fuel, as fine chemicals. The answer is C, as fine, as in domestic and industrial fuels. So number 37. What volume of dm cube of water will be added to 10 dm cube of 2.0 mole per dm cube of HCl acid solution? So we will find a solution of 0.5. So use the dilution formula C1V1 equals to C2V2. So we're looking for the final volume, which is V2. So this is V1, this is C1. So just put into the question. That's 2 times 10 equals to 0.5 times V, put the V2. So that's 20 over 0.5 equals to V2. So when you divide, V2 is equal to 40. So your answer is B. Wrought iron is obtained by heating cast iron in a furnace with, so this question, the answer is hematite. Water is water with high concentration of dissolved ions, in particular calcium, and so your answer is A. Calcium and magnesium makes water hard. Electrons enter into orbitals in order of increasing energy, as exemplified by. So this one is like this is Aufbau rule, or building up principle, the Aufbau principle. So electrons are fed in order of increasing energy. That means you start from the lower level before you go up. That is 1s, 2s, 2p, like that. When you jump from one to the last, that means you have violated that principle. Let's look at the first one. 1s2, 2s2, 2p. P orbitals. P has 3 orbitals. We have X, Y, and Z. So let's look at this thing. 2ps2, 2ps2, 2ps0, 0. That means 2 year, 2 year, 0 year. So this will be wrong, because in p orbitals you fill one. When you put one here, put one in the next one. When you put the next one here, if there's another one, start counting from here again. So, but in this case, just 2 year, 2 year, year 0. So this one is already wrong. So let's look at this one. Let's look at B. 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, 2p1, and 2py1, 2pz1, and here is 0. Let's look at the others. Let's look at these two. 1s2, 2s2, 2ps2, 2py2, 0. This one is already wrong, because you have jumped this side, you want to feed this side. The same thing with this place. 2ps1, 2py1, 2pz1, 3s1. Normally, this one, you're not supposed to come here until you have fed the p orbital. That's when you can bring one here. Otherwise, you are disobeying the rule. So let's look at this one again. 1s2, 2s2, 2ps2, 2py1, and 2pz1. Then 3s0. So your answer is B. So that's the end of the video. So this is the second part of the revision for JAMB questions for last year's JAMB questions in chemistry. If you enjoyed the video, you can leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.